Okay, American Tech. So this is Shultzie and Crockett's house rule game number 4. Um, so there's some rules I haven't been taken advantage of, and that's that I can actually take over as the Americans. I can take over the French territory. So there's literally $7 here sitting here that I could make. Um, Now Schultze put into the water two destroyers. Um, put 6 men on the land. He's only making $28, so I've got to call this strategy a success because it is turn 6 and he is only making $28. Now, when you think about success in Axis analysis, a lot of times you think about, I want to defeat the army. I want to see the last ship go down. That's not necessarily the way it goes, right? For instance, you watch Band of Brothers, and you get to the end of the war, and they're like, we went on a patrol, didn't we? And we encountered one soldier, didn't we? In other words, they weren't going to risk their lives at the end of the war. They knew the war was ending, and they weren't going to risk their lives just to gain a few more territories. They didn't want to kill people, and they didn't want to be killed. So this situation being the way it is right here, he put 2 more into the water. I actually last turn, instead of putting 2 in the water, I actually put 2 plus the 3 subs down there, the 2 planes, and the 3 planes over here. So I put way more. So he did destroy some shipping, but mostly Anzac ships in 2021 and 22. So we're going to try to destroy some destroyers, but we're also not going to risk changing the situation where I am in the lead over here in the Pacific, and I'm not going to put so much in the water that I let Germany run amok, which it is right now, $96. So we're going to get back some of this territory. We're going to steal $4 from the Axis right here, and $3 more, bringing America to 90 something, and then eventually we'll get into Western Europe. So it's time to get into that. But first, I am going to buy 2 tech tokens. This is anniversary style, and we also include. Um, I am actually going to go for more like shipyards. I don't remember this. I thought you could do both. Um, all right. I want production anyways. So we are allowed to reject the first one, and the first roll is a 6. Then it drops to a 5, and this is anniversary rolls. And again, my computer is being slow. Oh boy. Okay, poopers. I did not want that one. Okay, so these are independent in my book, in my rules, our rules. So I will actually edit this for 1 more tech dice. One of mine failed, one of mine succeeded. These are each like a lab. We may even put a facility on the table. I do not want that one. Okay, that's a problem. I wanted shipyards, so let's see if I can edit that. Map options, no edit. Let's go to edit. Add technology. Okay, here we go. Remove technology. Okay, good. Wow, I'm suddenly extremely hungry. Oh boy. Just wait for those little icons to pop up, and then I know I'm okay. Okay, actions. Let's go back over here, and then I'll add technology, and I want shipyards. Nice, that's exactly what I wanted. Can't believe I got that. Shipyards. Boom. All right. Cool. Drop. Get rid of edits. Okay, so, and I gotta watch my video because we did make some cool rules. I thought I rolled 2 dice earlier in the game, but I couldn't find it. So we have a tenuous situation here. He's got $96 ready to drop, and he can get a bunch of units back. So UK, I got to add some stuff to UK to just stabilize that and make sure he's, figures he's out of it. And then I'm going to make a strike on Ukraine with my Air Force. And actually, I've got Navy too, which is kind of cool. All right, let's do the Americans. Americans have got to just get some more stuff down in Stalingrad. Hold that Stalingrad. That's where the line ends. But let's see. We need to kill invade of Morocco. So I'm going to put let's put 3 guys out there. Now I can put 3 infantry. I don't need those infantry. But let's say that I have them. I do want to add 1 sub and 1 destroyer to the mix. No. Nope. 2 subs. I can always draw back. He wants to do that battle. Season number 1 is right where I want it to be. So I'm going to add 2 just like he added. All right, let's pop 3 more. Let's pop another one in there. And let's pop infantry, artillery, mech. There we go. That leaves $1. If we drop this down and pop the mech up 1 more. What's that give us? $3 left over. Let's grab another infantry, and that's going to be for Alaska, so the guy can pop over, and I think that's going to have to be good. All right, let's do this. Nope, don't want to change anything yet. Okay, combat. There is not much to do for combat. I don't think. All these guys going to Kazakhstan. If I had got long-range aircraft, which I was tempted to get, I would have buzzed Archangel, and with no, which would have been fun. That would have been good. But I think shipyards is the long-term way to go. In our book, in our rules, you get to choose the first one. The second one is random, but you get to refuse the first one, but you're stuck with the second one. So there's an element of random, there's an element of choice in there. All right, let's get these guys moving west. Okay, let's drop, let's get everything moving. Wait for it. Wait for it to light up. Not gonna light up. Yeah, okay, stop touching it. So the strategy right now is to pin. This is the pinning move. Um, he just can't move that air navy too much, and he just spent 16 bucks on destroyers, which to me is when you're only making sub $40 is awesome. So he's going to get a little thinner, and he's going to try to make do with what he's got. And at some point in time, like a cobra, I'm going to strike. So he's going to try to thin his line, and that's good for me. And at some point, it'll make sense for me to, send in the subs. Okay, let's hope this goes away. But I was told, and the whole strategy, one of the strategies behind this game has been Arthur Bomber Harris from Axis Allies.org said that in high level games, people lose Moscow all the time. So, and it's sort of expected. So I was like, okay, well, why don't we plan that? So I tried one of my favorite strategies, which is to go from Scandinavia and earn that extra cash, that spread of communism bonus. Well, that was good. I did get rather unlucky, and I got decimated in my attack from Finland into Norway. Just smoked. And so that meant that I did not take Norway, which sucked. And that was the end of my campaign there. Would have got me $3 more, would have taken away 5 from him, and yeah, it's a real game changer. And I committed a lot of troops to it, but I had to pull the Air Force off because he invaded Turkey, and the Air Force would have made the biggest difference. I mean, it would have been so much easier with the Air Force, but the Air Force did not was busy somewhere else. Listening to a podcast right now, and the podcast is talking about how it always downplays bombing, and World War II in real time, and this guy's against and says the bombing campaign was immoral, it was bad, and all that kind of stuff. Totally get that, totally agree. But he'll say things like, "Hey, the bombing campaign was ineffective. They were 80%, and then 2 months later they were back to normal." Well, um, one of the things they're discounting is the fact um, that Hitler had said to the industrialists, "We want bigger production, and give me bigger production. Come on, give me bigger production." And so the plan was, and the plan aimed for bigger production, and would have succeeded had it not been for the bombing. So what this guy, who is, like I said, he has good motivations, and I realize that he hates the bombing that, especially the British, which, just flat out said we're going for civilian targets. Um, he hates that, and so he says, well, the production, it really wasn't effective. Well, you're missing the opportunity cost there. The opportunity cost is that if they were back to normal, or higher percentage underground stuff, that's all resources that is taken away that could have increased factory production and met the original goals. So, like I said, I appreciate his passion. That the bombing was, and I do think, for instance, Dresden was just ridiculous. Um, and really, we should have bombed Germany proper and made that as bad as we made Japan in '45. I am shocked. I've been listening to the podcast. I'm completely shocked at how late in the game um, we got to Japan and to the important centers. I mean, it wasn't until '45 that we were hitting. I think January '45 when we started really bombing Japan. Excuse me. And we were stuck in this element still, I think, till 43. So it's just not getting into some of this perimeter islands. And this was important stuff that took a long time, from 41 to 44. Okay, so by the way, I'm just explaining to you that I am willing to risk this even battle because I don't want to place a couple in one territory and then have him bring one destroyer down to destroy the rest. So here he is. Even odds risking, and I've got Anzac subs to back it up. Anzac subs here and there to back this attack up. Yes, I am risking a lot more, but I am, the opportunity cost here is that he would normally at this point in time be making plus 60, and he's making 28. And Zach is making almost 30, and he's making, UKP is making into the 20s, and Japan's still making plus 15. Okay, here we go. This was foolish. I should have been on Quincy last time. Should have made him bleed. That would have brought his planes out. And I want to tempt him to bring his planes out of the north. Got it. Finally, some luck for the Americans. He brutalized the the South Pacific Fleet last turn. I think he took out 5. Was it 4? 4 in the South Pacific. Gotta wait for these to light up, or it'll freeze on me. So there's a tournament now at axisAllies.org at the end of every year. If you've played 3 games, you're allowed to be in the tournament. So that's kind of cool. OOB tournament. So out-of-box tournaments. I don't want to be in the other stuff. Oh, we won. No way. That's pretty cool. So for this battle, we would count that I lost 5 units, I believe, and now he's lost 2, and hopefully he'll lose this 3rd one. He will not lose, obviously, this up here. But every time he has to lose a destroyer, I want these Anzac subs to be ready to take him out. All right, non-combat moves. We do have some non-combat moves. These guys have got to land. All right, now would be 2 right there, right? Yes. 2 fighters. Okay, so very able to be air rated. Wouldn't that be fun, guys? Should air raid that. And that would be great. Okay, let's just do the circle. I'm good with that. Could. All right, I think that's it. All right, 4, I think, yeah. 4. Let's go here. Oh, 1 guy less. And then what? Max, and then 1 guy left. Nope. I think that's the dealio. And then up here. Increased factory production would have been nice too, huh? 4 right here. All right, so now we have 13 subs directly aimed 13 subs plus 2 is 15, plus 5 is 20, 23, 20, 23, 25, 25 units aimed at Sea of Japan. He has 36 here, I think, that could scramble. But slowly but surely. And how much money? 77. So we want to boost that by 7, putting me into the 80s. That's what we want. So 77 IPCs. And let's do China real quick. And then I got to get my wife some coffee. I am going to go for more of these. I don't generally do that. But when the Germans start to scatter and try to grab territory, I am going to be ready for them. So let's move into Qichao would be a really good location, but the factories are on the coast. You know what? I do think he may be doing a long-term strategy right here. I am actually going to get as many men as possible. Decreases by 1. There we go. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I think he's going to do a long-term strategy, and he's going to try to go toward toward Russia. So then that becomes the question: should I move to Hunan and then move to the factories? If I go to Guangxi and then he goes to Qichao, I go to Guangxi and then into, big bonuses right here. It's a bit of a chess move, but this would be a breaker. Huh. Okay, so there's no Chinese combat at this point in time. All right, let's. What do we want to do? 29, 39, 40. He's got 20, and he's got less than 40. Okay, as soon as this goes non-combat, I can finish my turn here. Okay, I am going to do this. I'm going to do, oh well, this will be easy. I'm going to go for the blocking move. All right, that leaves me at 40, and then I will do this. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to start to try and see if we can grab a few. Right there, and then down here. And that enables me to grab this one, and then I'm going to put one here in case he wants to try to go straight ahead. And then I'll plop this stuff right in the way. 20, 32, so I have the numerical advantage, and I've got a butt-kicking offense for the Chinese. And if I have to bleed, the Chinese are good at that in this game. All right, I am going to stop the video here and just do a recap. A lot of recap to do. Okay, Kazakhstan, 6 bombers, 7 fighters, 1 attack bomber. The Yenisei has a tank and a mech, 4 infantry, 2 artillery in Buryatia with a mech following in Sakha. In Soviet Far East, 2 mech, 2 infantry, 3 planes, destroyer off of Soviet Far East, destroyer off of Aleutians, 11 subs, 3 cruisers, 2 battleship, 2 planes, 4 carriers, 2 transports off of Soviet Far East. Anzac, Alaska has 3 subs off the coast with an infantry and 2 anti-aircraft. In Alaska, 2 anti-aircraft in Central America with 4 infantry, 2 tanks, 1 mech, and 1 artillery, and 4 transports off the coast with 1 sub and 125 convoy. I know that's going to drive you crazy. It does no limit. Okay, so then Chinese have 36, I think it is, in Qichao with 6 artillery and 1 plane, with 1 infantry in Hunan, 1 in Guangxi, and 1 in Suyuan. And that is U.S.-China turn 6. And I just lost the cursor. Did that a little prematurely. There's a hotkey, but I can't make it work. Got a couple of other games I got to get to this afternoon when I get back from work. And on AxisAllies.org. Looking forward to doing it. I've had 0 time lately. Bought a car. I was sick. Grandkids were down. The usual. Church, life, marriage, carting kids around. Good stuff. Well, I already pressed on it, so let's go over here. Nope. Okay. Went to a playtest a week ago. And a week ago Thursday. Last Thursday. Interesting game. Some kinks to work out, I think.